So hi, this is Chris again. I've got the scarf on because it's, as you can probably see out the window, it's supposed to be spring and it's grey and it's blooming cold. I've just got back into the car after a meeting with another business, and I just wanted to share this with you because they've had a fantastic breakthrough. Suddenly everything is going to change for them, and I wanted to tell you how and why. And the answer is actually really simple. This is a company that has a production process, and they've always been struggling with how to make it more efficient, how to make it profitable, because they've always been about break even. And at long last, they've come to the realization and the conclusion that it's what they need is to have a very clear KPI, a key performance measure, and the measure that they've come up with is brilliant in its simplicity. It won't necessarily apply to your particular business, of course. It depends on what you do, but for them it was to get for each of their staff to know the number of paid days that they need to deliver in their production process every month, and that is going to utterly change it. It was the number. It's really simple. The number of paid days. So when they're delivering a part of a project for a client, if they go over budget, there's 0 paid days after the time of the budget, and that's going to change the way that their team are going to be managing themselves. So suddenly the directors, are no longer going to need to come up with all the answers. They're not going to need to get into all of the detail within projects, because these are very lots of granularity and detail within the projects. They're not going to need to do that. But all they need to do is to give their staff the clear remit that they expect this number of paid days from their team every month, and then the team can manage themselves. And when they know themselves that they're not going to be able to deliver that for whatever reason, they can flag it up and say, look, I'm struggling and I need help with this, or things are taking too long, why don't we do this to improve it? What's going to over the next month, I've got an expectation that their productivity rate is going to almost double, because they're really not very productive at the moment. It's going to almost double, not by putting in new systems or processes, but just from measuring it. So my question or my thought for you in terms of what can you do with this information is, what's the profitability like? What's the productivity like if you've got people in the business? Or what's your sales pipeline like, and how good's your conversion rate? Find some key measure that is really the pivot to turning your business from something that's doing okay to actually significantly different, a completely different level of profitability and scale. And if you can find that one measure and start to track it, then everything changes. So that's the mentor moment for today. It's know your most important key measure and see what transformation that can make within your business. I look forward to sharing another mentor moment with you in the future. For now, on this cold spring UK day, I'll see you again in the future. Bye for now.